Anytime Fitness Folkston, located in the Harvey Shopping Center, has everything you need to stay in shape or get that look you've always wanted. Upright conventional tanning beds, a Zumba room, weight room, and state-of-the-art treadmills. They also have supplements and tanning supplies. Anytime Fitness Folkston is also the proud sponsor of Charlton Sports Weekly with Glenn Hughes and Stan Wilds. See Stan to get fit anytime.
Welcome to Charlton Sports Weekly here at Anytime Fitness. Glenn Hughes and Stan Wilds. Kind of a slow week this week. We're kind of going into transition between sports, but we got a little bit to cover.
Yeah, got still finishing up basketball and transitioning almost into baseball season starting next week.
Start with some recreation. Like I said, we've got two more Saturdays of rec basketball.
I know you love that.
And then probably the following weekend will be the district tournament, and if you happen to win one of those, you get to go to state tournament. So.
And you'll be driving the van way up
to Timbuktu somewhere, right?
Like last year.
But also, we're almost about to start baseball and softball sign-ups. I know everybody's itching for that. The weather's been warm and wanting to know when we're going to start. So
that's right.
The last Saturday we have basketball, which is February the 16th. We'll start our sign-ups at the gym up there. If you can't make it that Saturday, then sign-ups will move out to the recreation office at Deuce Lloyd on Monday through Friday. So.
Right.
The Folkston Pharmacy, your original hometown pharmacy for over 45 years, is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet broadcasts. Folkston Pharmacy accepts insurance from most local employers, including the City of Folkston, Charlton County, Babcock and Wilcox, AJM, Charlton Memorial Hospital, and many others. The Folkston Pharmacy wishes the Indians best of luck this season. United First Federal Credit Union has been a part of Charlton County since 2001 and has been providing great service to our members since 1943. United First now offers mobile banking and email alerts. Mobile banking lets you check your balance from your cell phone, while email alerts notifies you when a significant event happens in your account. Both are easy to set up and are free to United First members. United First helps you afford life. All accounts are federally insured by NCUA.
Moving on to Bethune action, they got a softball tournament out here this Friday and Saturday.
That's girls softball.
Girls softball, right. There's 5 schools involved. There'll be us, 2 Camden schools, Camden Middle, St. Mary's Middle, Hilliard, and Callahan. Our girls will play Friday at 4 o'clock against Hilliard. It'll be a double elimination tournament. If they win the first game, I think they'll turn around and have to play again.
Right.
I can't remember. Somebody got a bye in there. So, but if they lose the first game, I believe they start back at like 10 o'clock Saturday morning. So, basically the tournament's pretty much all day Saturday.
Be an all-day ordeal.
That's right.
Maybe the weather will cooperate for those kids.
But that's the beginning of their season, and they will play. Actually, their regular season will begin on Monday, when they'll host Yulee here at 4:30. So,
that'll be a week and a half away.
That's it.
Have girls softball and baseball to be in full swing.
Moving on to the varsity basketball. Both teams went to Jessup last Saturday, and both of them came out on the short end. I know Coach Workington told me Daveron Reed scored, I think, 35 points against Wayne, so he had a good night.
He had a real good night.
Then last night they had rec night and senior night combined. We had I believe I counted about 50 rec kids showed up, so that's a good turnout for that. We'll talk about the seniors in just a little bit, and we'll go to the games. The maidens played close for a little while, and then I think second half Eccles kind of pulled away from them.
Yeah, about the fourth quarter, I was watching the game, and Eccles got a couple baskets ahead, and then with a few turnovers, I think they pulled it away and took off with it.
Right, but on the good side, the Indians came out on top against Eccles. They avenged an earlier loss in the year. I believe they won by about 20, 25 points, I think. I can't remember what the final score exactly was. I'm doing my little tallies of keeping score. I think we had 4 kids in double figures in scoring.
Wow.
I think Davron Reed had 20. And he had Kurt Nixon, C.J. Maynard, and Julian Roberts all had about 10 to 12 points each. So
good.
A good contribution from all of them. But they recognized the seniors last night, basketball, wrestling, and cheerleaders. And I apologize to cheerleaders because I can't remember who all was a senior in that bunch. So.
Yeah, Ashton Cruz and Brittany Cribb.
And there was a Jacayla Houston too, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope we got all y'all. If not, we apologize. But also was it 6 wrestlers?
There was 6. I can't remember the one kid's name that was there. He was
Ryan Murray. Is that the one?
I think his last name is Murray. Yeah, he only wrestled a few matches and then he got hurt, I believe.
Okay.
He hadn't even been back at practice much. And then we had John Whitaker, Daniel Wade, Caleb Smith,
Michael
Alberts, and Brent. And I think about only half of them made it to senior night. So I think Murray kid, 4 of them.
I believe all of them.
John Whitaker, Daniel Wade, and Brent.
Okay. And as far as the basketball seniors, the girls had no seniors at all on their team.
Rebuilding.
And the boys only had 2, Robin Norman and Devin Jones.
Yep.
So we just want to thank those kids for the contributions they've made to Charlton County sports over the years. I know a couple of them will probably be involved in spring sports still, but like I said, we appreciate all you've done and enjoyed watching y'all over the years.
Yeah, I sure have. I've watched them all, and the ride's coming to an end. And
That's right.
New one begins.
We got wrestling.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good weekend last weekend.
We had a real good weekend. At sectionals, we finished as a team 4th overall. We actually had 3. I'm sorry, that was area last weekend. Sectionals is this weekend. We had 3 kids win area tournaments. So Brent's no longer the only area champ we have. However, he won his 3rd consecutive. But Caleb Smith won the area championship at 170, and Daniel Wade won the area championship at 220. And Daniel's match was a match for the ages. It came down to 1 point.
Oh man!
And Daniel at the beginning of the season, or in the middle of the season at the Brantley Bash, lost the 220 championship match in a tournament by 1 point, and he ran. There's no secret. He ran out of gas.
Right.
And this match here, he was low on fuel, but he dug down deep. I'm proud of Daniel. He could have let it go, but he dug down deep, and he wanted it more than the other kids.
Oh, good.
And Caleb pinned his kid, and Brent won by 5 points in his match. We've also had Isaac Gillis. This is his first year of wrestling.
Just a 9th grader.
9th grader at the 106 pound. I know it sounds like elementary weight. But at 106 pounds, he finished second. And the kid he finished second to is probably going to win the state championship in that weight class.
Okay.
That kid's a three-time area champ also. And Michael Alberts finished fourth in heavyweight. Curtis Boyd finished fourth at the 195 weight class.
Scott.
And Scott
Burkshaw
finished third at the 160-pound weight class. So we've got
we've got 9 wrestlers, I believe.
9 wrestlers that'll be going to sectionals, which is actually the first round of the state tournament this weekend. That'll be in Mount Vernon, and we'll be up there all day Saturday.
Right.
Probably won't get through until
Dark
about
30.
8 o'clock. Yeah, Saturday night. So.
I think we forgot to mention Dalton Mazel, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dalton Mazel finished fourth at the 120-pound weight class.
Right. I knew we were missing one.
That's right. And Dalton is actually should be in the 106 class.
Right.
But we had two 106s, 106-pound wrestlers, and one of them had to wrestle somewhere else. But Dalton came up, moved up a weight class, and finished high enough, and now he's a state qualifier. And this is the most we've ever had. Oh, I'm sorry. Antonio Tarplin.
Right, we're skipping a bunch of them here. We can't count.
He finished second at the 148-pound class. Pop-Tart, next year, that'll be his team.
Right.
He'll be the leader of the pack. Because the seniors that leave now, he'll be the guy that they'll rally around. He's got the most. He'll have the most experience coming back. So I look for him to finish at least in the top 4 this week at sectionals and move on to making to the final state tournament next weekend. We should have. I look for at least 4 to 5 of our guys minimum to move on.
Well, that'd be great.
Making next week. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a long day Friday. I plan on getting up about 5:30 and 5 o'clock, 5:30, and heading out and getting there so I can be prepared to sit there all day.
That's it.
But it's fun. It's fun and it's interesting.
All right, this morning we had one of your proudest moments.
Yeah.
They had signing day out at the high school, and your son Brent Wild signed a letter of intent to attend Valdosta State University to play football. So congratulations to him and your family.
Yeah, we went over there last week. Brent liked it and made his commitment. As a dad, you always dream of something like that, and that was an awesome moment.
Right.
So I look forward to him going over there, and everybody that knows Brent knows he's a competitor. Yeah. He won't, whether it's special teams or whatever. He'll be on the field some way.
That's right.
If not his first year, by his second year.
But I know I looked on the Valdosta State website this afternoon, and they've got him listed as a long snapper, but I'm sure he'll get to compete as a linebacker too.
They was forthright and honest with him last week. They told him that they felt like he could come in and compete immediately for the long snapper position and extra points.
Right.
Snapping, and they told him that he would probably, before he's seen a considerable amount of playing time on defense, he would probably be a junior.
Right.
And he was fine with that. And if he goes over there and only plays long snapper his whole career, I'm still proud of him, and I won't have to worry about him getting injured much. So.
Can't line up over the top of him.
Hey, and it's like the coach said. If you play long snapper, you don't practice too hard.
No, you don't. But I mean, he could probably contribute on special teams.
Yeah,
I mean, kickoff return or something like that.
But they told him that that somewhere like that he could definitely contribute at the latest by his sophomore year, and the coach told him, he said, hey, listen, if you come over here and you're a second teamer and you never start, he said our second team defensive front seven, our linebackers and defensive linemen play about 30 to 35% of our snaps, so it's not like you ride the bench.
Right, they got a good rotation going.
Yeah. So I'm proud of him, and that was a proud moment this morning, and it's a moment, even if I get Alzheimer's, I don't think I'll ever forget.
We won't let you.
That's right.
One last thing, we just want to remind y'all, the baseball team starts their season scrimmage on February the 14th out at Indian Field out there.
Cheap date.
That's right. Valentine's Day, take your woman or your guy out there and
buy him a hot dog.
Buy him a hot dog and some popcorn. You'll be good to go. But like I said, not a whole lot else happening this week, and
we're in that transition.
That's right. Like I said, next week's going to be a lot of the same here.
Yeah. Next week we'll have some wrestling results
and some softball results.
And maybe a couple basketball games when they finish up.
I forgot their last game is Friday, so we might have one more of those.
So it'll be a short one next week. But maybe we'll have some good news from some wrestlers moving on. I sure hope so.
I hope so too.
This is my last ride with that, and I want to.
You want to last as long as you can.
I want it to last as long as I can. So.
All right, but anyway, we'll call it a week, and we'll be back here next week and give you what we got.
That's it.